is my updated photo card flip through. I have a total of 8 A4 binders and then 4 mini A5 binders. I'll be starting with my largest collections and moving towards my smallest ones. First up is Ace, since they are by far my largest collection. I do collect OT5 for everything, well, at least as much as I can. So they are my alt group. They have 3 binders, 1 album binder and then 2 non-album. This is probably my favorite collection. I worked very hard to collect as much as I can. It is my pride and joy. So this first binder is for album inclusions. It is a massive 4-inch one. So Ace's first release Cactus, it doesn't have photo cards. It just has a USB with a group photo on it. And I don't have that in my binder since it's bulky and I don't want it to damage anything. With that being said, the first thing up is Colin. This is the regular set, which is probably my favorite of the two. This Chan one in particular is super adorable. And then we have the Makestar version set. And then we have the Makestar IDs. I just put them in these little holders because they move around a lot. And then we have the stickers. I don't know if these are version specific. And then back here I just have 2 of the Makestar postcards. I don't have them all, there's a ton of them, but it's something I'm working on. And then we have the start of Adventure in Wonderland. So for this era, Chan was not promoting with them since he was in the group UNB at the time. So it's just the other 4 members. First up are the Soundwave Purita benefits. These are some clear cards, and then a lenticular sticker in the center. And then we have the regular photo cards. So for each member there were 7 per version, and then there were 8 unit cards. Beat really did us dirty with having 64 cards and only 2 per album. But this is June's Day version, and these 2 are the last 2 I needed to finish this era, and this unit card in particular is so difficult to find for some reason. And then we have his night version, which are some really adorable cards, and a little bit rude. And then we have Donghoon, and the start of his pouty photo cards. I absolutely adore his pouty face. And then his night version. I really loved his red hair during this era. And then we have Wow, so his day version. And then his night version. His night version are some of my favorite. I just adore the colors, especially these ones with the flower. They're so nice. And then we have Byungkwan. These are so cute. I loved his pink hair this era. So his day and night versions. And then we have the standees for the album. There were 4 in total. And like I mentioned, Chan was promoting in the group UNB at the time. So I do collect his stuff from UNB as well. And just recently I expanded this collection because I just decided to collect everything I could. But first up are the regular version for Boyhood, and then these 2 are the limited version for Boyhood. And then these 4 are from the Black Heart album. And then these are just some DVD photo cards, and then this is a trading card. And then this one is the large PC for the limited version of Boyhood. And then these others are concert and tour trading cards. These ones as well. And then for this page, we have a group Polaroid from one of the DVDs, the limited photo sticker from Boyhood, a bookmark from a DVD, and then a postcard from a DVD. And then this is a signed photo from one of the tours. And then we just have some regular and limited postcards. These are the limited Interpark postcards. And then a sticker from Boyhood. And then some group postcards from DVDs. And then for Undercover, we had OT5 again. And for this album, there were 6 selfie cards and 1 sticker per member. So this is June's set. This is probably my favorite June for this era. And then we have Donghoon with more pouty ones, and this is definitely my favorite for this era for him. This is the era I decided to start collecting Ace. I didn't really before because I was still in college and didn't really have the money for it. And then we have Wow. So for this era, I collected 5 photo cards for Wow, and then 1 of each other member to fill a 9-pocket page. But that changed in the next era. And then this is probably my favorite card. At the time, I overpaid for it so much because I was just getting into photo card collecting, and I really didn't know how it worked. But lesson learned. And then we have Byungkwan with his iconic crop top and pigtail PC. And And then we have Chan back with Ace. And he is so cute in this photo card. So after Undercover, they had their first Japanese release, which was All I Want Is You. There were two versions, so these are the A version, and I do have a signed Byungkwan. And then we have the B version, and I have a signed Chan. I do want to get signed cards for all the members, but it's just something I'm working on slowly. And then we had Undercover the Mad Squad. So this is the era that I started collecting OT5. Halfway through collecting my WoW cards for this era, I decided to start collecting OT5 everything. At least for album inclusions at this point. I don't think I was OT5 everything yet. But for this, they had the first press photo card, the MMT photo cards. This is the first time I'd ever seen them. And then we had these 6 regular photo cards. And then we have Donghoon's set. This is probably my favorite for his era. And again, still using pouty faces. And then we have WoW. He was probably the first member I finished when I started collecting OT5 since I collected him the most before. And Byungkwan, the iconic Harley Quinn braid PC. And then Chan. I loved his cards this era, especially the lip ring. It was a nice look. And then we just have the tattoo sheets from the albums. So after that, they had their second Japanese release, My Lover. Unfortunately, this is also when COVID started, so they weren't able to do the fan sign event to get signed card. So this is the A version. And then this is the B version. So instead of the in-person fan sign, they did video calls because Donghoon and WoW were enlisting. And instead you got signed postcards. So I do have a full set for this, which are gorgeous. And then we have Butterfly Fantasy, which is the start of the benefit photo card era. This first set is Sub K. I think this is the first time I'd seen photo cards from Sub K. And then this is also the era that I decided to start trying for fan signs. So this is Make Star 1. I did get into this fan sign. I love the background on this photo card so much. And then we have Make Star 2, which I also got into this fan sign. This is probably one of my favorite sets. I just love the outfits for this one. And then we have Make Star 3. I didn't get into this one, but I did get a PR Polaroids, so I have a Byungkwan one. And then these are just the AR cards for the first 2 Make Stars. And then we have MMT version 2. Version 1 were larger inclusions, so they're further in the back. And I got into this fan sign, I believe. And then we have MMT version 3, which are the vampire ones, one of my favorites. I got into this fan sign as well. So I do have the winner postcard. And then these are just the stickers from the album. And then we get into regular album photo cards. So there were 9 per member. So these are June's. And then we have Donghoon, which this is the birth of long-haired Donghoon, and honestly, my favorite thing. And we still have the continuation of Pouty Donghoon. And then we have WoW. I adore like these 3 cards so much, but his photo cards irk me so much because like some of them are really dark to see. And then this photo card is the only like concept card that Ace has ever had, ever. So it just irks me a little bit that it's not a selfie card. But moving on, we have Byungkwan. These are such cute cards. The backs of these do line up to make a board game, which is really cool. And then we finally have Chan. The backgrounds on some of his cards are gorgeous. And then these are the special unit and group photo cards. And this is the era that they brought back ID cards. So these are the first press IDs. And then for larger inclusions, these are the regular bookmarks. I just took off the ribbon. And then these are the standees and postcards for MMT1. Not my favorite concept for postcards. I just feel like you can't really see them. So weird choice in my opinion. And then we have Siren Dawn. So this is probably the era with the most fan sign cards. I believe there are 12 different benefits. I hosted so many group orders for this era. It was over 700 albums at least. But the first set is MMT. I did get into this fan sign, so I do have the winner photo card. I adore the benefits from this era so much. They're so gorgeous. And then we have Make Star 1. So we have the start of Ace getting holographic cards. I did get into this fan sign as well, so I do have Byungkwan Polaroid. And then we have Make Star 2. I got into this fan sign for WoW, so I have his ID and his Polaroid. And then we have Make Star 3. So this is the regular set. These are from the Veil concept. And I did get into this fan sign for Byung-Kwan, so I do have the winner set and his Polaroid. This is one of my favorite Polaroids. It was his birthday for this fan sign, so it really means a lot. And then we have the Make Star 4. And then we have Make Star 5. This is another one of my favorite sets. I just like that the concept is really different than the other ones. And then we have Mock It. So I did get into this fan sign. There wasn't anything special for it. And then this is just the Who's Fan event card. This is another of my favorite sets because they look so gorgeous. And then we have Apple Music 1. I love this red set a lot. And then we have Apple Music 2. These are really nice. And then we have With Drama 1. These ones weren't a fan sign, they were just a regular creator benefit, so if you didn't get them right away, they're a little harder to come by now. And then we have With Drama 2. I love this outdoor set. And then this last one is Y Global. Another of my favorites. I really love the concepts. They're holographic. Like this Donghoon one, my favorite. And then we finally get into regular inclusions. So each member had 6 selfie photo cards. And then these are the 2 lenticular photo cards. I really loved June's like fluffy hair this era. Like gorgeous. And then each member also had 4 double-sided photo cards. And I just showcased both sides of the cards, so it looks like there's 8. I really liked that they brought in double-sided photo cards. This is Donghoon's set, which again, long-haired, iconic. His photo cards were so pretty this era too. Then we have his double-sided. And then we have WoW. I know he only did the long hair for like the photo book shoot, but it was one of my favorite looks. And the blue hair really suited him. His double-sided, like, these photo cards are so great. And then we have Byung-Kwan with his mullet. And then his double-sided. And finally we have Chan. This is probably my favorite from him this era. The contacts just make it look really cool. And then we have his double-sided. And then we have the first press Polaroids. So this is June's, and then some unit. And then Donghoon and some unit and group ones. And then for WoW, we have the unit and group selfie cards. For Byung-Kwan, we have the double-sided unit and group cards. So one side on Byung-Kwan's page, and the other side of them on Chan's. And he probably has my favorite Polaroids. They're just so cute. I know some of the other ones are like sexy, but his adorable ones really get to me. And the last thing are the stickers for the albums. So, towards the end of promotion for Siren Dawn, they announced that members were starting to enlist, and they were also going to have a comeback. So I didn't really have money for a lot of fan signs, but I did want to at least get one so I can see them before they left, and I could get a signed album for my collection. So first up is Make Star 1. This is the fan sign I got into. I do have a WoW Polaroid. I originally pulled to Chan, but I traded for a WoW since it was his last fan sign. And then we have Make Star 2. And then we have these Make Star 3 unit cards. And then we have Make Star 4, one of my favorite concepts, I think. I really wish I tried for this fan sign so I could get an OT5 set of signed cards, but for now I do have Byung-Kwan and Chan signed cards. And then we have Make Star 5. And then this is MMT, so MMT 1. I didn't get into this fan sign, but I do have the fan sign winner card. MMT 2. I really like this set. And then Apple Music. These are the regular photo cards and inclusions. So we have the 3 selfie photo cards, the 3 concept Polaroids, and then the 1 first press music video Polaroid. So June, and then Donghoon. I tried to match up Polaroids with the photo card concepts. Wow, who's the only one that didn't have an outdoor photo for this selfie card. Byungkwon and Chan, again throwing adorable Polaroids at us. And then we have the group cards, the 3 selfie ones, and then the 1 group Polaroid. I just have 2 of this one because I really love it. And then the last thing are the stickers from the albums. So that is it for my album binder. Next is the first non-album binder for Ace. This is the cover I made for this binder. I like it a little bit more than the other one, but to be fair, I have had more albums to make this one, since the Change Your album are all up on my wall right now. So for this binder, there is a little bit of organization that makes sense to me. I don't know if it makes sense to anybody else, but we'll see. The first up is Broadcast. This first set are the VIX On and On Broadcast photo cards. VIX are one of my alts, so when they did a cover of them, I flipped. And then they released these, and at first I only got the group card because I was like, just one. And then eventually I caved and bought all of them. And then this is an event photo card. I don't remember which one. And then this is WOW's Stand By You streaming event photo card. This next page are Savage Broadcast. I want to collect more stuff that is non-album for Ace, but it's really hard and really expensive, so it's something I'll work on over time. And then I have these Japanese postcards. They're from the Colin era. I don't really know exactly what they're from, but I do have a couple of those. I'm not even sure how many there even are, because a lot of early Ace stuff is really not cataloged. Then I have their Japanese on-box postcards. I'm only missing June currently. And then this is a page of Chan's merchandise from his 2020 drama he was in. And then this is the merchandise section. So first up are the First Press light stick photo cards. So I have all of these. And then we have the Beat Road light stick set. And then these are the mini light stick photo card set, which I really adore the backgrounds for these. And then I also have all of the member manuals for the light stick. And then we have the Japanese Valentine's Day merchandise. So the photo cards, and then the postcards as well. There's quite a few. Ah. And then after that is the White Day merchandise. So these are double-sided photo cards. Sorry for the glare. There are so many of these. And I do have the full set. And then the postcards. These are double-sided as well. If you line up the back, they make a larger photo. And these are some of my favorite postcards. They're just so cute. But up next is the Down merchandise. So WOW was not promoting during this era. He was on hiatus. We were fortunate enough that he still sang for the song, which made me almost cry. So this is the MMT version. I did pull a June Polaroid for this. And I'm not sure if this is the gray or oatmeal version. This is the second version for MMT, which I love these ones. Like the flower and outdoor theme are so pretty. And then we have the G Market set. I actually won the signed sweatsuit event for this, which I do have on display in my room. And then we have the character doll photo card set, which these are really cute photo cards. I just like that they're holding a little prop that's a mini them. Then we have all of the Changer merchandise, so hat set, shirt set. I love this Byungkwon one so much. Necklace Polaroid set. And then these are the tin PCs. I love this Donghoon one so much. And then these are the letter postcards. And then this page here are just some Japanese photos from magazines. And then this is all of the room for the Remember Us DVD photo book. And then this is the start of concert merchandise. So first up is Sweet Fantasy. So the pink version and then the white version. And then we have Undercover. So we have the photo card sticker set. And then these are the US tour for Undercover. These are MMT VIP photo cards. You got them handed to you at the event. I didn't go, I just bought these afterwards. And then we have Siren's Call. These are the regular photo cards from the merchandise. And then these are the VIP lenticulars. And then we just have the ticket for the concert. And then these are the 2019 China goods. So there were 5 per member, and then 5 group cards. These are kind of like Lucky Draw, they're PVC. So like a thicker plastic. Not my favorite type of card. And then these are the 2021 Chinese New Year sets. So it's the same number. And then these ones also had stickers, so I have those in here as well. And then these are also similar in that they're plastic, but they have a texture on them. And then these are the red packets and some QR codes that came with them. This is the Japanese Lucky Bag page. I still have their 2022 Lucky Bag on the way. But for their 2021 Lucky Bags, they had some stickers in them that are photo card sized. So I do have those. I absolutely adore them. I know they're just stickers, but they're so cute. And then we have their Japanese 2019 Christmas fan meeting. So there's 3 photos and a stamped postcard per member. And I don't have this finished completely yet. So we have some June, some Donghoon. I do have Wow and Byungkwan complete. So yeah, they're stamped by the members on the back for the postcards. And then we have the Undercover US Tour DVD. So I do have this complete. I pulled a WOW Polaroid in the second order. And then these are the All I Want Is Choice Japanese DVD inserts. And then we get into KCON goods. So these are the 2019 limited KCON goods. So photo prints. And then these are K-Contact. These are the Korean items. There are some Japanese photo prints that are super rare, so I don't have any of them for this one. And then we have K-Contact 3. And then these are the Japanese merch for K-Contact 3. And I do have one of the Japanese photos for this era. And that is it for this binder. So this last binder from Ace is actually from their MMT Undercover project. So it's an official binder. And so the first thing in here is the MMT European project. I have a WOW Polaroid here with adorable little doodles on it. Then we have some of the postcards. I'm still missing a couple. And then we have the Undercover MMT project. So I have OT5 Polaroids. I did not purchase the tier for this. I just bought some after the tiers I purchased. But then we have photo cards. And then the playing cards, reusable stickers and bookmarks, and then the postcard and clear cards. And then these are the mini posters, which are super adorable. And then this is the first membership kit, which is one of my favorite photo shoots from Ace. The second membership, adore these cards so much, especially this Byungkwan one. I actually have an extra of it on display. And these ones are so cute. And then we just have Season's Greetings, so this is 2019. have 2020. And then 2021. I actually got into this fan sign, so I do have a signed calendar. Probably one of my favorite season's greetings for them. And then we have 2022 season's greeting. And then the mini posters. So that is it for my ace binders. I will show my shelves at the end of this video. So my next most thorough collection is my Alt Soloist Woods. For him, I have 2 binders, 1 album binder and 1 non-album binder, but I'm sure very soon I'll have to expand to larger binders because he releases so much stuff so quickly. So first up is the album binder. I believe this is just a 2-inch, but I think I'll have to upgrade soon. So for Sungyun, I was into Unique when they came out in 2014, I think. So first up are my Unique photo cards. So I have OT5 for the Korean press of EOEO. I was fortunate enough to get these 4 before X1 was a thing, but the last one I needed, of course, was Sungyun, so this one was harder to get. So yeah, I got these when they were much cheaper. Now they're way overpriced for the most part. But I do have this set complete. I wish I could get the China press too, but eventually. I do have Sungju and Yishan's photo book photo cards. These are really rare to come by, so I'm grateful I have these too. I would love to have Sungyun's, but again, work in progress. Maybe one day. After that, we have his X1 photo cards. Fun fact, Sungyun is the reason I got into photo card collecting, so all of this mess is his fault. I saw that he was debuting with X1 after watching the show and being obsessed with it because he was doing so well all of a sudden. So I bought the albums and I was like, I specifically want his stuff. So these are his album cards, concert cards, and then fan kit cards. And then I do have Hangul as well because he was my second bias who I decided to collect as well before they disbanded. And then just a month ago, I decided to collect OT11 for X1. It was kind of random, but I missed them one day and I was like, why not just collect all the stuff? It's not that much. So this is the start of that. The other members I need fit nicely in a 9 pocket, so. The concert merchandise and fan kit stuff was really easy to get, so I do have these already. And then we have the larger inclusions for X1, so the bookmarks. And then these are Sungyun's broadcast card and unit broadcast. I think I'm still missing a broadcast postcard, but again, really hard to come by and maybe one day. And we have the Kino cards. And then I believe these are concert postcards. And I just have some group postcards in the back. And although I was distraught that X1 disbanded, like, I was so ready to collect everything for them. We were fortunate enough to get Woods' solo debut. So for the first few releases, he did consistent 5 sets of 5 photo cards so that the backs were all the same. And so these 5 cards on a page will be album cards, and then the filler are usually a fan sign or pro to benefit. So for this first page, we have the With Drama. They're holographic. This is also the reason I started doing group orders as well, so I could get all of the stuff he had releasing. And then this one, we have the MMT, which are my least favorite for this era just because they're really fuzzy. And then these are the China Puroda benefits. And then this page, we have the 3 Thai benefits, and then this is one of the Kino cards. I know these ones look wacky, but they're actually some of my favorite. I just think they're really cool. And then we have the second Kino card, and then the first press IDs. But he never really continued with the whole ID concept. And then this page is just the larger stickers. Since they're photo card size, I just put them in here. And then, of course, the iconic bread PC, one of my favorites. And then we have the stickers. So I just laid them all out on a page like this so I could see them all. And then this is the start of Whoops. So this is the Polaroid that I pulled in one of my albums. So one of my prized possessions. And then we have, I believe these are MMT. And then this is a fan sign winner PC. I didn't get into any of the fan signs. I just bought this PC afterwards. And then this page, we have 3 of the first press limited cards and one of the Kino cards. I absolutely adore his blonde hair. It's just so cute. This is one of my favorite cards. Then we have Ming Ming. The second Kino card, and then the other 3 limited cards. I really can't pick a favorite era for photo cards because I just love every concept that he comes back with. For this one, I believe these are Make Star. And this is just a filler because there's no other cards I have. And then these are my least favorite. They're the with drama ones. I just hate how whitewashed they are. And then this page, we have the China Parade Benefit, and then these 5 are from the China fan sign. The only real difference is the back. And then these are the rest of the stickers. And then we have the set era. So for this page, I have the first Make Star set because that is the event that I got this PR Polaroid for. And another iconic era for Woods. I love this card so much. And then for filler on this page, these are just QR cards. I love the cowboy hat. More QR. And then for this page, these are the Kino cards, which really worked out because these ones match the other concepts on this page. And then for this page, we have the 4 holographic with drama cards, and then this is the Chinese pre-order card, the first China fan sign, and then the second China fan sign. And this is probably one of my favorite cards this era, just because it's from like Spotlight, the magazine he was doing at the time, so it doesn't really fit the other concepts. But it looks really good. And then we have MMT1, Make Star 2, which is just one of my favorite cards. He just looks so cute. And then these ones are the Richening photo cards. They're really small. And probably not my favorite because they just look like all the other ones. And then we have Only Lovers Left. Technically, this isn't complete since one of the benefit sets is still on the way to me. But I'll still flip through it. So this is the white version. So these are photo cards. These are the first press holographic. The rest of the white version photo cards. And then these are the Mock-It cards. So these 2 are the regular Mock-It, and then this is the Who's Fan event photo card. And then we have the start of the message cards. And then these 2 are Hot Tracks. The rest of the message photo cards. And then these 2 are Apple Music. And then we get the black version, so regular photo cards and first press holographic. These are the rest of the regular photo cards, and then this is the Oh What or K-pop merch benefits that I'm still missing. And then we have message cards, and then these are the M-Wave benefit cards. Then we have message cards, and then these are the K-Town For You benefits. And then these 4 are Make Star. These 2 are MTU. And then these 4 are the Who's Fan Cafe Lucky Draw for the album. And then these 3 are just the merchandise for the Who's Fan Cafe. And then for larger inclusions, we have the bookmarks. This is just how I decided to lay them out. And then the postcards. And that is it so far for releases. He probably will have a comeback very soon. But after that, I just have some Hangul photo cards. I don't collect him thoroughly, but after they disbanded, I did collect some stuff just because I really miss them. So this is what I have. I plan to collect more eventually, but Ace kind of drained me. And at the very back, we have just the larger inclusions for all of the albums. They don't fit in standard 2 pockets, so I just put them in the back in these larger sleeves. I think album concept-wise, Whoops was probably my favorite. I just really like the concepts for the albums and the photo shoots. And then my least favorite, I have to say, is probably Set. I just didn't really like the darker photos. And then these are just the stickers for Only Lovers Left. And that is it for my album binder. So this is my non-album binder for Woods. So first we have merchandise. These are the Lightstick and Lightstick Pouch photo cards. Fun fact, the photo for this card is actually from the Unique era, which I think is adorable. This is the first birthday merchandise set. So the tattoo photo card set, the IDs, and then the AirPod case photo cards, and then these are some stickers for ordering. Tattoos, the postcard, and then these are just some packaging. And then we have the second birthday merchandise release. So we have, I think this is the collect book, the PC holder. These are the stickers, and this is the Ming Ming membership card. And then, I don't know if which one is which, but these are the hat and bag Polaroids. And then these are the bracelet card, and then these are the birthday kit clear cards. And these are the shirt and birthday kit postcards, and the invite. This is the Who's Fan Cafe event merchandise. So these are from the PC printer, some tattoos. These are the macaroon photo prints, and then the drink postcards. And then this is the Invisible City concert merchandise. I'm not sure what everything is. These are the AR ones though, I know that. The ticket and the thank you card. And then these are the postcards. And then we have his Cledbell merchandise. So these are the limited cushions, lip gloss. These are the regular cushion. This is an unofficial one that I made, but I do have an official one on the way now. And these are from the Protect Your Skin release. And then this was his last release. I'm still missing the Loams sticker cards, but again, slow and steady. And like these are so cute. One of my favorites. And then we have the sticker set and postcard set. I'm still missing one of the postcards, but I'll get it eventually. And then we have MCM, the perfume collab he did. So I have one set of the photo cards. I still need the other one. And then we have the Spotlight Polaroid cards. Not my favorite because the quality is kind of bad. But I do have all of those. And then these are the Bayverse cards. I'm still missing the limited ones, but they're probably really hard to come by, so I won't worry about it yet. And then we have K-Contact. K-Contact 3. I'm still missing one of his K-Contact 3 Japanese film strips. And then we have K-Contact High 5, which is probably my favorite release because they just did photo card things for the most part. Tickets. Then we have Season's Greetings. So this is 2021, which is probably my favorite one. I just love all the different concepts and themes. And the larger inclusions. Stickers. And then we have 2022 Season's Greetings. So I still have the other things on the way. So I did get into the Everline online fan sign. So I have a Polaroid from that event. And then we have the AR cards. And then these are the regular photo cards. This is probably my favorite set. They're just so adorable. And this is so cute. I know it's a concept card, but it's adorable. And then the postcards. Stickers and pop-up cards. And then this is his first and only VLive membership. So the photo cards and then the mini posters. And that is it for my Woods photo card binders. So next up I have my Monsta X collection. It's just this one binder for them. I collect Shonu, Wanho, and Juhoney, and I guess Juhoney would be my alt bias. Monsta X is a group that I would love to collect OT7, but it's not really feasible. So first up, I just have some broadcast cards. These are from We Are Here. They're some of my favorites. And then these two are from Beautiful Era and Follow. They were birthday gifts to myself last year. And the first thing down here for albums is the Trespass photo cards. And then we have Hero. So I also collect group cards if they're applicable because I'm very much OT7. So we have both versions for Hero. And these are probably some of my favorite concepts. They're just really adorable. And then we have Clan Part 1. This Wonho one is really fun. I'm still missing one of the group cards. And then we have Clan Part 2. This set is complete. And then we have Beautiful, which is also complete. These ones are really fun to collect, even though there were a lot. And I do have the group ones as well. And the Oath cards. And then I have Shine Forever complete. I love this group card so much. And then the stickers. And then we have the code. So I'm still missing a group card. This is the last Wonho card I needed to complete his collection for album stuff. And towards the end, it was obviously getting really difficult to get his things because once he left, everybody overpriced him. But I was able to buy it from somebody for a decent price. And then we have the unit cards that I collected. There's no real order to them, I just collected the ones I really liked. I should probably downsize it because there's a lot of them. And then we have the first press Polaroids. I think I should buy another one just to fill that spot. And then we have the Connect. So for this page, I just have the group cards and the first press card. For version 1, I absolutely adored the concept so much. I just love the colors and everything, so I collected OT7 for this set. And then these are version 2, 3, and 4. And then the unit cards that I decided to collect. And I think this is the first press pop-out card. I don't have all of them, and they're not a priority, really. And then we have Are You There? So these are the Polaroids. This is the Starship Square benefit, I believe. And this is one of my favorite eras because my bias line were all like redheads, and it was so cute. So we have version 1 and 2. This is probably my favorite set. And then these are the first press cards. Version 3 and 4. And then the rest of the first press cards. I am still missing Juhoneys. And then we have the group and unit cards. And this page is so nice because the unit cards that I collected fit so well on here. And because it was my bias line. And then we have We Are Here. So for this era, I collected the 8 regular photo cards. And then this is the North American press. I didn't collect the clear cards because I didn't really like them. So I love Shonu to death, but he does not change his pose in the majority of his photo cards. Like these two, spot the difference. But I adore him. And then we have Wonho. Funny enough, his is the first set I completed for this era. This card was such a pain to get though. I had to buy so many albums to pull it. And then we have Juhoneys. And then these are the unit cards I decided to collect. And then this is the Starship Square benefit card. And then we have the Follow era. So these are the G Market photo card set, which are one of my favorite. They look so precious. And then we have the Kino card set. And then version 1 and 2, and then the M IDs. And Purple Wonho and Blue Juhoney are some of my favorite. And then we have version 3 and 4 and the X IDs. And I do have a IM one over here. I just love him with the little hat on. And then we have the Starship Square Polaroid, bookmarks, and then the Kino kit. Follow is an era that I'm really tempted to collect OT7 for. They're just so gorgeous. And then we have All About Love. Unfortunately, this is when Wonho left, but I did collect everybody for this release. I love the backs of these. They're so well designed, and they're so fun. And then we have the first Korean comeback without Wonho. So these are the Polaroids. I do have IMs. I used to collect more IM, but I got rid of it to finish up the other 3 members. We have the last Kino kit where they gave us a full set. This is one of my favorites. I just think they all look so, so good. And then we have the regular album inclusion. For these, the order for them are 4, 3, 2, 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, just because I love these two so much. I wanted them in the center, and I think it balances nicely like this. And then we have the Kino. And then the stickers. And then we have Wonho's first release. So I have MMT Benefits and K-Town For You. And for him, I don't collect everything. It's just too much at this point. But I do have a page of album cards. These are my favorite. And then we start the Benefit era from Monsta X. So this is Fatal Love. These are the Kino cards. And these are version 1, version 2, version 3, version 4, and then the lenticulars. And then we have Starship Square with Drama. These are the message cards. I love Joker Juhani so much. Oh, this card. K-Town For You, Sub K, and then Sub K Holiday. And we have Starship Square, and then these are the index. And then this is just what I wanted to collect for IM. And then we have the Kino kit. And then we have Wonho's Love Synonym Part 2. These, I think, are MMT and K-Town For You. And then this is just an album card. And then we have the page of album cards. And then we have One of a Kind. So this comeback was in my flurry of Ace stuff, so it really fell behind. But I do have Shonu set complete. And then still working on Juhani. And then their unit card. Then we have Kino cards. Starship Square with Drama. Then we have MMT1. I still need MMT2, Wonderwall, and Sub K, but eventually. I do have Shonu set for Soundwave, but I'm still missing Juhani's. And then we have the Kino, as you know. And then some larger inclusions. And then for Blue Letter, again, fell under the radar, but I do have this page of pre-order benefits that I decided to collect. I will get around to album cards, but it wasn't a priority because Monsta X had their No Limit comeback, in which they decided to have 1 million benefit cards. Sadly, Shonu was in the military, so I only had to collect Juhani, but there are so many cards. So I do have all 4 regular album cards, the limited card, jewel case, and then this is the unit I decided to collect. And I do have his Kino for a trade on the way still. And then these are some benefit cards. So Starship Square regular, Starship Square limited, and then these are Soundwave 1, 2, and 3. The Space Buns cards are to die for. I love them so much. And then I have, I believe these are with Drama Lucky Draw, Apple Muke Everline. I think these are Japanese, MMT1, and then these are Soundwave Lucky Draw. I still have 3 more on the way in a group order, so this is complete. It's just not all in here yet. And then we have Kino Kit. And then the Dreaming. So this is what I decided to collect. I would have loved to collect OT6, but it's a lot of things, and it's really expensive. And that's it for album stuff. I do have a couple of non-album things. The first thing is the Kingdom FanCon set. This was really hard to get, but it's my favorite photo card collection for Monsta X, because them in crowns is a superior look. So I do have this full set. Some We Are Here cards. Some tour cards, my favorite Juhani ones. Monsta X University. Wonho kit. Some Monbebe. Some Japanese Tutagum. Random cards. Season's Greetings. Photo book. This is one of my favorite sets. I just love the concepts. And this comma is the last thing in here. And that is my Monsta X collection. So for this binder, there are a couple different things in here. The first collection is ATs. For them, I collect whatever I want to collect. I do purchase all of their album releases. But in terms of photo cards, for the most part, I would collect 1 per album, give or take. And then recently with Fever, it's kind of hectic. I'll probably downsize it a little bit and concentrate more on things I really like. So for the first few releases, I just collected 1 thing per album. So for part 1 and part 2, I just traded for whatever card I liked for that era. And I am slightly biased towards the Hyung line, so it's usually one of their cards. But honestly, I just choose based off aesthetic. So this is what I have for part 3. I love this Yunho card so much. then All to Action. I do have some MMT ones. Not the ones I really want, but having any at all, I'm super happy. And then for the anniversary edition, this is when I started collecting albums for ATEEZ, and I, for some reason, decided to collect OT8 because I really love the concept. I know people don't really like concept cards, but I do. So I do have OT8 for these. Especially the baby cards. I think they're so, so adorable. Look at Yoonho. And then this is Epilogue. I just, again, collected the cards I liked the most. These are the album cards, and then these two are MMT. And then this is Fever Part 1. These are K-Town for You, and then these are just some album cards I really like. And then we have some random cards for Part 2. Again, there is no order to this. They're just cards I like. I think I'll go back and recollect some things for Part 2, just so I have at least one cohesive set, since that's how I plan to continue to collect ATEEZ. And then we have Part 3, where I finally decided to just collect some OT8 benefit sets, and then an OT8 page of album cards. So this is Make Star. I absolutely adore this set. Wonderwall. I don't remember, I think this is version 2. Again, I love these. And then Harry Potter. I love most of these cards. This is one I'm contemplating dropping, but I really love them because they're Harry Pottering, super cute. This is just a page of random cards that I really like. Again, this is still a work in progress. And we have some regular album cards for Part 3, and then we have Epilogue. So this is the K-Town for You set, which is one of my favorites. Make Star 1. And then I also decided to collect red/pink Seonghwa, just because I really loved the look. So this is the start of that, as well as some like regular album cards for Epilogue. And yeah, like I said, a bit of a mess. And then we have my Japanese cards. So this is what I have. I mostly choose which one I collect based off what they look like. And then we have merchandise. I only collect certain merchandise if it comes in OT8 sets and if I like it. So this is the perfume set. This is the light stick set. And then this is the concert set, which is one of my favorites. I just love the layout. Some postcards. We have the second fan kit, which I love that they gave you so many cards. The Fever Part 2 Sub K merch. I just kept what I like. It's the full collection. Ew. Photo book. I did decide to collect OT8 for this, but that's still in the works. The XR concert. This is a really cute set. And then we have Part 3 Sub K merchandise. And then after that are some random collections. So this is the start of my OT7 Purple Kiss collection. I randomly decided to do it sometime last month. I really like their music. I think they're adorable. I won't be collecting any benefit cards because they're really expensive and I missed out on all of them probably. But I think for album cards I will collect. So this is the start of that. And if I had to pick a bias member, it would probably be Swan. She's just super adorable and super talented. And then this is the temporary holding space for my New East collection. They actually announced their last comeback, which is really, really devastating to me. But it's only in here until my new binder comes in. So I'll probably work on this a lot more now. Oh my god, there's so much. And then we have my VIX collection, which I recently decided to collect OT6. That hasn't gone very far, but I haven't really concentrated on it yet. I do have Leo's collection complete because he's my bias. So these are his inclusions. And then some solo stuff. I do collect solo stuff for Ravi. And then these are larger inclusions. And then Block B, I have this OT7 collection for Jackpot. I'm still missing like the random Jackpot card, but it's not a priority. Some random inclusions for things. This is from Kyoto Book. And that's it for this binder. Again, a little bit of everything in here. Up next we will do my SM artists. So the first being my 10 collection. For 10, I collect everything for albums and then whatever non-album stuff I want. Sorry for the glare. So first up are the NCT 2018. I have both versions, Dream and Reality. And then we have the Takeoff set. I originally collected 10, Win Win, and Lucas for Wavy, but after the Awaken the World era, it was just too much, so I decided to drop them. And I kept these sets because they're really precious to me and took a lot of effort to get. After that was the first Super M release, so I have the Korean and North American press. And then we have Take Over the Moon and Take Over the Moon sequel. And I did keep this Lucas set because it took a lot to get. So postcard. And then we have Awaken the World, both sets. And then we have the China Oh What PC, one of the fan sign PCs. And then this is the second Super M release. So the North American and Korean press, as well as some group cards. And of course I kept that Lucas because it was gorgeous. And then we have Resonance Part 1. So album cards, Kino cards, yearbook card, China fan sign card. And we have Resonance Part 1, both versions, and the Kino cards. And then we have Kickback. These are the China fan sign cards, album and Kino. These are some of my favorite 10 cards. They're so pretty. And then we have NCT 2021. So we have the photo book, jewel case, and then this is the Mumo Japanese PC. Oh, I actually have to put a card away. So this is the SM Town version photo card for 10, which I recently got. So that is in there waiting for the rest. And then this is the start of the non-album stuff. So up first are the Beyond Live AR cards. We have Super M, Wavy, Resonance, and then the postcards and tickets for them. And then this is some merch for photo books, standees, season's greetings. This is for his merch that he designed, which is one of my favorite lines. Oh, I'm actually wearing the hoodie that he designed for this video. More stuff, AR cards. Oh, the Our Home merch is some of my favorite because I love that he got to show off his cats. The unit stuff that they released, which are some of my favorites because I love that 10 got to promote a solo. And that is it for my 10 collection. Up next is my Shiny collection. So for Shiny, I collect Jonghyun and Taemin. And I, for the most part, collect just Korean press for group and solo activities. So we have Lucifer, and then Sherlock. And then this is the group card for Sherlock. I would love to talk to SM as to why it's so huge. And then Misconceptions of You, Misconceptions of Me, and then Misconceptions of Us. And then this is the group card for everybody. And then Odd, version A and B. Married to the Music, and then these are just some random cosmetic photo cards. These are 1 and 1. This was a really hard collection to complete. Then we have Story of Light and the epilogue. Some group cards. This is not official. Then we have Don't Call Me. So, photo book, and then jewel case. And then we have the repackage for Atlantis. Postcards, and then the punch-out cards. And then we have the start of solo activities. So up first is Jonghyun. So this is Base. She Is. I have all 3 for that. And then for OP2, I actually finally got the last card that I needed. I'm going to put that away. And now this collection is complete, which I'm super excited about. And then Face. I don't collect Key thoroughly, but I kind of want to collect all of his solo stuff. So this is the face set. And then I Want to Be Key, this is the Kino kit. And then we have Taemin solo. So Ace, Press It, Move, Moving. And then these are the regular album cards for Want. And then these are the Kino card sets for Want, which were something I really wanted for a long time and then finally got them recently. So I'm really happy to finally have these. And then we have the random Kino cards. And then we have the first Super M. Never Gonna Dance Again Act 1. And then the second Super M release. Both presses. Never Gonna Dance Again Act 2. And then Never Gonna Dance Again, I think, extended. And then his last release, which was Advice. And then this is just a page with the rest of the merch cards I have. And that is it for my shiny collection. It is small, but I am incredibly proud of it. The next mini binder is my BTS one. I shoved as much as I could into a mini binder, so I wouldn't be tempted to collect so much. I would love to collect OT7 for all album cards, but honestly, I don't think it's possible. So this is what I do have. For the most part, I'll collect group stuff or at least one OT7 set. So the first releases were like mostly postcards. And then we have group cards for Oh Are You Late To, Dark and Wilds, School Love Affair Limited Edition, HYYH Part 1. HYYH Part 2 is a set that I do want to collect OT7 for. And I think I'm just missing Suga. Everybody else's. Group card for HYYH, Wings, and then Young Forever. I do have the first press group card for Young Forever. And then I am collecting a full set for You Never Walk Alone. That is still in progress. And then we have the start of Love Yourself. So I do have a couple OT7 collections for this. This one I'm still missing Jungkook, but this one is complete. As well as this one. I mostly just collected the ones I really loved. And then for Persona, I just collected OT7 for the postcards. And then this is the BTS World. And then we have Map of the Soul 7. I just have this first version for OT7 and this extra Suga card. And then we have B, the Essential and Deluxe editions, and then the cards I collected for Butter. And then we have the Memories photo cards, Winter Package, some random Daikon stuff, Map of the Soul photo book, and then this Daikon photo card set. I used to have more, but I cut a lot of it back because BTS just got to be super expensive. And I do have larger inclusions in a larger binder. And the last mini binder is just this random one, full of different groups and soloists. So first up is The Rose. I originally was going to collect OT4 for them, but this is what I do have. I absolutely adore them, and I'm glad that they're still promoting as The Rose. And then this is my small Hansei collection. I just pick up cards here and there when I can. I don't collect Victon's full discography, but Hansei is just so great. So yeah, this is my small Hansei collection. And then my Mamamoo collection, which I plan to work more on this year. My small Q collection, but this card is my entire life. And then this is a Day 6 meet and greet winner card I got for the signed album I bought from Enwave. And then some random girl group cards, so Twice. This is Hyuna and Dawn's Lenticular. And then this Joy photo card. Card, ONF, Gaho, Lehigh, and then some random stuff. I have Big Bang. This is Kim Junsu or Shia. Oh, and then my Nam Taehyun winter collection, which is almost complete. The last cards I need are just really hard to come by. I'm missing this version for him. And then my Tao collection. He was my bias in Excel.